Right, welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. So what we have is Archfiends versus Prank-Kids. So if you've ever faced a Prank-Kid deck before, it's one of the most notorious decks for being one that recycles all day long. It survives throughout every single play, and they pretty much have the same effect. That every single card seems to work off each other extremely well. So we set up a few cards. They've summoned Pankratops. They're going through their combo as per usual. So you're going into Meow Meow and Doodle-Doodle-Doo, recycling all of their Prank-Kids effects, and now they've gone into a Bow Wow Bark. And basically what happens is, once they've got these cards in the graveyard, they can kind of recycle and protect their cards from card effects and battles depending on which one they have in the grave at the time. So they've attacked directly, they've dealt some damage. We're on 4,900, they're on 9,000. And just to throw it out there for people who are unaware, if they've got Prank-Kids pranks on the field, that pretty much enables them to survive forever. So we've got Archfiend's Manifestation, so we used Poly to get that out. It blew itself up because of Pankratops, but it's okay because we can recycle and float into Summon Skull. We go to destroy their Bow Wow Bark, summon Tour Guide, and then go into Rhino Warrior. These two are going to go into Dante, and unfortunately that gets torrential tributed, but it's okay because Rhino Warrior is going to get his effect, summon or send Empress into the grave, recycle Malice, and then we're going to try and use Fusion Recycling Plant, but unfortunately Cosmic Cyclone banishes it, so in response to that we use Malice to float into Archfiend Empress. So at least we ended on a monster. So they've summoned Rocket Ride, and then they've gone ahead and summoned Dropsies onto the field and Lampsies. So these two monsters, right, they all do the same sort of thing, summon each other, recycle each other, right. They've gone into, straight away, this is the same play that they basically did last turn. They effectively, Prank-Kids do exactly the same thing every turn, because they all manage to float into each other incredibly efficiently. So they've got Prank-Kids pranks on the field, right, recycling stuff as per usual. They've got Bow Wow Bark, and now they have Meow Meow as well. Terraforming into Fusion Recycling Plant. We're going to use Fusion Recycling Plant's effect, get a Poly, but mainly to send the Scum, so we get that at the end. And now they summon Battle Butler. So if you know about Prank-Kids, basically what happens is a Battle Butler has a double Raigeki effect, so it can destroy all my monsters effectively twice. Look at this field, crazy. So Empress attacking, they're going to dodge that, right, and destroy Empress, but it's okay because Empress will float into Manifestation. Manifestation is going to try and attack, it's going to go through, that's all great. And then we're going to use Emperor as an additional spot remove, and then Poly into Manifestation. And the reason why we did that is so that Recycling Plant can bring Emperor back to our hand anyway, so happy days. We've got both of our Dark Spirit monsters as well, so that's pretty decent. So once again, right, Prank-Kids going into all of their combo effects. As you can see, they have 8 monsters left in their extra deck, so we need to deplete that as fast as possible. They use an effect, we use Malice to go into Archfiend Empress, no messing around. They realise how our deck works, so they use Unicorn, flip a monster into the extra deck. Then they summon a good old access code talker. So once again, we meet again. It's okay though, right? They attack, and we've gone through our Empress combo twice here. So they destroyed it, we resummoned things, they attack, and then we just did exactly the same thing all over again. So nothing's really changed. Okay, Manifestation straight in the grave, which isn't too great, it's kind of annoying. So we're up against access code talker and a Battle Butler. So Fusion Recycling Plant. Let's use our Rhino Warrior to use RS. RS is going to search for Summon Skull. Then we're going to use Archfiend Emperor, which unfortunately is going to get blown up because of Battle Butler. I react to that by summoning Empress to allow us to bring Emperor back onto the field. And that forces them to use Battle Butler's second Raigeki effect. So, now Battle Butler's out of the way. Use Fusion Recycling Plant to replenish one of our Dark Spirits, and now we're back where we started, basically. So let's summon Empress onto the field in reaction to their instant fusion. So that's going to have Empress onto the field to, float into whatever we might need. As we can see here, this is more recycling that they do. This is classic Prank-Kid style combos, it's all the same sort of thing. They're on 10,000 life points, we're on 3,000. It's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, it's not looking good at all. They still have access code talker as well, so they're going to use that, but it's okay because we can float into Summon Skull, the best Archfiend monster. And then they go into Appaloosa, which normally is a problem, but to be honest, we don't really need to use monster effects, we just need very high attack power. So Appaloosa, it's not really going to do anything. So they're recycling things, good old Prank-Kids pranks, right? Our turn, straight into battle phase, get rid of that Appaloosa, did absolutely nothing. And then we use Void Apocalypse, send some cards, send RS, and search for Archfiend Emperor. Summon Emperor, use his spot removal effect and get rid of access code Talker. They're going to respond to that with Prank-Kids Pandemonium, so they've summoned Weather Washer onto the field. Lots of crazy stuff happening now, right? So they're going to sort of recycle their monsters, establish more Prank-Kids monsters on the board. Not too bad though, because since our Emperor died, both our Dark Spirit monsters are just going to revive themselves. You know, it is what it is. Battle Butler onto the field, right? So we dealt with this before, we can do it again, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is, Battle Butler, double Raigeki coming at me. We have 100 life points left. Empress is gone. Replenish that with Archfiend Emperor. Cool stuff. Once again, Prank-Kids pranks. It's crazy, right? So recycling stuff all day long pretty much means they'll never deck out. But we respond to that by summoning Archfiend Empress off of Malice. Use Emperor, destroy one of their cards, try to replenish our cards there with Void Apocalypse. Got ashed, unfortunately. But we still managed to board wipe them. And now, just to force a Dark Spirit revival, we go into Master King. It got Torrential Tributed. Who really cares, right? We've got these two cards in our hand. That's all we need. They've set a card, and now we're going to use Call of the Archfiend just to maintain our field presence here. So we've got Archfiend Emperor on the field. Use Emperor. Get rid of Master King. Who cares? It unfortunately gets negated through Gear Gamma. But it's okay, it's not too bad, right? We're still maintaining our board presence with our Dark Spirit monsters and our Call of the Archfiend. Torrential Tribute blew everything up, but we still, because of Empress's effect, can go ahead and still summon Emperor onto the field. Use Emperor's effect, blow up Prank-Kids place, and then smack them directly for 3,000 damage. Not too bad, eh? Because we're going to Scam as well, we now have Tour Guide from the Underworld in our hands. We can now go into Zeus if we want to. But unfortunately, what happened is the opponent didn't really have anything left to do, so they had 3 cards left in their extra deck, and they tried to sort of run down the clock by just summoning a monster and just sort of leaving it there effectively. So the time ran out for them, unfortunately. But as you can see, what we had here on our turn, right? We could have gone into Zeus, we could have gone into more Archfiend plays with Call of the Archfiend, and if they attacked, then we still had our Dark Spirit monsters as a backup. So we had our full field dominance here, no matter what happened effectively. So that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to see more Archfiend related duels, reviews, combos, deck profiles, and discussions, then feel free to have a browse. If you enjoyed this video, my name's Adam. If you didn't, my name's Steve. And if you want to see more of this content in the near future, then please make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you around.